How's it going, guys? It's the May Sandwich, and today I'm going to be predicting some Devil May Cry content into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate because Dante is a very highly requested character, and I would like to have him in because I don't know what made me want him, but I just decided I wanted him, so I decided I'm gonna predict him right here and there. And I just realized I always wear this shirt every time I'm in a video. Like I feel like every time I make a video, I always wear this shirt. Um, but let's start talking about how Devil May Cry can get represented into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So, first of all, I just want to show my tagline: Dante makes them cry. So, so I'll tell you how I think his reveal trailer could be. So, I think you could start off with like Bayonetta fighting some Darkon evil minions because I figured why not. Or puppet fighters, whatever you like to call them. Excuse me. And it starts off, and like I said, it starts off with Bayonetta fighting some puppet spears by Darkon, and then and then we see like a shadowy figure look off into the distance, and then that person gets onto the motorcycle, um, and then and like after Bayonetta gets taken down, it then goes to Dante or whoever that is off to the motorcycle, jumps off it, and then shoots it his two guns, and then hits him with the sword, and then by now you figure out that it's Dante. Dante makes him cry, and then he jumps forward while Devil Trigger starts playing, and then shows shows up Moveset and all that, and I'll actually just point out I actually haven't sorted this out. Hold on a second. Okay, I had to pause the video real quick because I had to look something up. So maybe the voice actor for Dante could be Reuben Legdon. I cannot pronounce his last name. I'll just or not just pronounce the name. This guy right here. You may he actually does voice a character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Which is Ken. Uh, Reuben. Oh, and like I said, Reuben already versus voices Ken in this game. So in Smash Brothers already. I mean, like all the like if you look up on the voice actors on like a voice actor website or something like that, he always we see him voice Dante and Ken in like some sort of game. Like he voiced Dante in Devil May Cry in Devil May Cry 3, Mario was Capcom Ultimate or Infinite. Like he always voiced Dante and Ken in separate games, but never in the same game before. So if Dante joins, then those two can finally be voiced by the same person in the same game for the first time because Ken and Dante were never in the same game before. Or if they were, they would have been voiced by the same person. But I looked up on the website and they never did, which is really weird. And I figured if Dante gets in, then Ken and Dante can finally share their voices or something like that. I don't know. And now let's talk about the moveset. So let me just close off the website and now let's talk about his moveset. So I was thinking for a design it could be based off of Devil May Cry 5, his typical design. Now I'm thinking there could be there I already planned a lot for his moveset. Just take a look at this. So for a neutral attack could be a Revelation Combo B. Um, so all these moves I'm gonna mention are gonna be based on Devil May Cry, but I forgot which game they originated from. So I'm gonna have to let you figure that out because I forgot about most of these moves. Like some of them originated from the original, from the second game, third game, fourth game, fifth game, or actually going out for an entrance, he just crushes from like a ceiling, which is from Devil May Cry 4. He just crushes through the ceiling with some glass shards, and he looks at the screen if it doesn't pan away. So now so I already mentioned neutral attack. For a neutral special, it's gonna be Irony and Irony, or Ebony and Irony, which is two most famous guns. Just press the B button repeatedly, and you'll just keep shooting like with Bayonetta. And for a and if you can use the left stick to control Irony, and or is it Irony? I feel like I don't know much about Devil May Cry, but I just wanted Dante in because I thought the character was cool. Um, where you control like you can control one of Dante's guns. Maybe I could do Irony. And you can perform two sometime. And but if you perform the neutral special in the air, you'll perform a rainstorm. If you hold the button, you just do a charge shot. You can only do it once, but you can't repeatedly hit it. But and now for the side special, drive and overdrive. So you can do a drive. It's basically kind of like Violet's side B, but it's cooler. And for an up special, it could be trick, or air trick if you perform in the air. And now I'll actually get to what I'm really interested in: the down special, double trigger. The double trigger can actually can make you more powerful. It makes all your neutral special will be all charge shots, and the drive will become an overdrive. And I should point out that I think it will become an air trick instead of regular trick if you have double trigger activated. It'll be 10 slots. It's like his original game. It's too much to explain. I should point out that the side special, if you also hit the, or like I'll just mention these attacks real quick. The stinger or billion stab, if you have double trigger activated, is a side attack. But if you hit side A and side B at the same time, then you'll perform a quick drive. Or actually, it has to be side B and then side A at the same time. Side B and then A real quick to perform a quick drive. His up attack will be, or up tilt will be minimum dragon, and his down air or his down attack could be Baroque combo A. For a neutral smash attack, you'll perform a coyote A. And for an up smash attack will be, I had to pause, my dad came in. I should have locked the door. Now back to what I was saying. An up smash attack could be real impact or rising dragon, because you can actually perform a smash. You can actually perform a smash attack in the air, which is a series first. You can if you're in the air, if you don't hit the A attack button, or if you go up and hit A, then you just perform a minimum dragon. But if you use the red control stick, which performs smash attacks, you can perform rising dragon or tornado if double trigger is activated. Down smash will be break uh, spiral. Okay. Now for air attacks, neutral air will be aerial rave. Side air is realm splinter. Up air is feather combo. Down air is fraction, and back air is shot shell. For grabs and throws, it would just be a light blow for a neutral grab and attack. It would be a thirst kick for a side throw. An up throw is high time. Down throw is a wild stomp, and the back air is a S-Tony. For a dash attack, it will be a rainbow. The ledge, you'll just get up and just shoot with irony or irony, and get up, you'll just shoot with both irony and irony. Final smash is judgment. He activates his demon self. It will be like a trapping final smash. It will go on both sides. Like with Corrin, then you'll perform like with. Sorry, I heard some noises. And then you'll just do a bunch of attacks into judgment. It's kind of similar to Corrin's and Ike's. And now for the stage, Tim and Nigru. I did not know any stages that could be good for Smash Bros. So I just went with Tim and Nigru because I did not know which stage that could go best. So it would be a really dark stage. And now for music tracks. This one actually thought a lot of, and as you may know, Devil May Cry has a lot of great music, and Capcom is really friendly with their music in Smash Bros. Because with Mega Man there's 31 tracks, and with Street Fighter there's 38 tracks. And at this point, Mega Man had like 17 remixes of those 31, or at least that are new remixes anyway. And that's incredible for Mega Man. And I already mentioned that it's kind of like that for Street Fighter with 38 music tracks, which is a lot. And I'm thinking Dante could have a lot of music tracks as well. I'm thinking there could be 36 music tracks. So there could be 6 from each Devil May Cry game, even the reboot. Sides do 6 with each game. I want to have it like more than Mega Man, but less than Street Fighter. I want to have it to be an even amount. So, and I decided 6 times 6, like 6 games. I just like 5 times 6 is 30, and 6 times 6 is 36. So I just decided to go with 36 music tracks that could come with Dante. So the first six I'm gonna mention are from the original Devil May Cry. I didn't know which songs could go with it because I haven't heard a lot of Devil May Cry music. I mean, but there's so many of them. I just had to pick a lot of them. So the first six I'm gonna be mentioning are from the original Public Enemy, Psycho Siren, Ultraviolet, a new remix of Ancient Castle Basement, a new remix of Sparta's The Image, and Lock and Load. Next six I'm going to mention are new remixes, or at least or songs from Devil May Cry 2. First one is the only new remix from Devil May Cry 2, Dance with the Devils. And then these next five I'm going to mention are just regular versions of the Devil May Cry 2 songs: Wings of the Guardian, Cursed Giant, Evil Tower, Shoot the Works, and Showtime. Now these next six are going to be from Devil May Cry 3. This one is pretty easy. It's pretty obvious. It has to join. Devils Never Cry. I'm thinking I can get a new remix. Um, and then these next five I'm gonna mention are like other songs in Devil May Cry 3. That won't get new remixes, but I think could be an easily get in them. Which is Dante's Office 7, Virgil Battle 2, Lady Battle, Doppelganger Battle, and Demon World. Now these next six I'm gonna mention are from Devil May Cry 4, blah blah blah. First one's a new remix of Shall Never Surrender. Then the next five are none new remixes: Out of Darkness, The Time Has Come, Black and Angel, Sworn Through Swords, and Signs Will Never Die. Next six are from the Devil May Cry 2013 reboot: Crush 'Em, Hunter Theme, Home Truths, a new remix of the Poison Theme, Magnus Theme, and then Threaten. And then these last six are from Devil May Cry 5, but none of these are new remixes. Stellar Trigger, Crimson Cloud, Subhuman, The Duel, Silent Siren, and Nico's theme. That's a pretty decent 36 music tracks. I thought of a lot for the tracks, and then I just came up with this. It's pretty much a lot. Now for the classic mode, I didn't know a name for it, so I just came up with Devil May Cry, but not me. I didn't know what to do. So round one, you'll fight a me sword fighter, which was supposed to represent Virgil, and then Dark Samus and Ridley. I forgot who are they supposed to be again. Uh, Let me check my list. I knew I made like a list. I think it's Urston and it's really supposed to represent. Urston and man, who else is really supposed to represent? I forgot who really was supposed to represent, but I don't know. Round three could be Ike, who's supposed to represent Neil Angelo. Corin it would be round four, and I think he would represent Nico. Round five, you'll fight a giant Bowser. I forgot who he's supposed to be. Because I did not sort all this out. I had to like think. I think Golith. Yeah, Golith. And then round six will be Gandalf, who's supposed to represent Sparta is who Ganondorf's supposed to represent, and then the final boss will be Ganon. Not like Ganondorf, but Ganon. Now, for me, costumes, I'm gonna mention that in a different video. I'll mention costumes for Dante. First one is his default red from Devil May Cry 5. It's the most basic one. Sorry, I had to like think. His second costume will be blue, a blue jacket which would represent Virgil. The third would be green, representing Gilbert. The fourth is a yellow, representing Nico. The fifth is supposed to be a purple, representing Nero. Then a gray outfit which is supposed to represent V. A black which is supposed to represent Doppelganger, and then his last costume would be based on his reboot. Now for Spears, this one's a good one. I was thinking they could do like a something special one, like they did with Terry and his music tracks. I'm thinking there could be not one, not two, but 3 pages of spirits. I left it 4 fingers. 3 pages. First page, I actually thought a lot of how the spirits can represent. In fact, I made my own spirit board. I did that with all the other characters, but if you or actually I'll just show you. There could be like 3 pages of spirits. I already thought of like this first one. This could be page 1. This could be page 2. And this could be the last page. And since you saw the spirits, I'll just mention who you'd fight. So first one is Nero, an ace spirit. So Nero is an ace, grab primary spirit. I'm thinking you can fight male corn because I don't know who else it could be. Um, so next up is Lucia. I'm thinking you can fight Sheik. She's a novice support spirit, as you can see. You see this. You know what they're gonna be. And here, I should mention her attack. I'm thinking it could be a trade-off speed. Next up is a advanced V spirit, primary shield. I'm thinking you can fight Marth. Of course, Crimson Cloud has to play. It's his theme, people. Next up is Virgil. I don't know why I put him as a novice. I should put him as advanced. I just thought of novice for him because I didn't know what he could be. I wasn't really thinking. I guess I just put him as a novice because I didn't want too many advances to turn into aces. For Virgil, it will be a me sword fighter. Like it can be enhanced to level 99 because it's a primary attack spirit. Next up is an ace Urzin. I don't know how to pronounce that. You'll fight Dark Salmon as a primary shield. Next up is Magnus from the Devil May Cry reboot. I'm thinking it can be a novice. You'll fight Gandalf. It will be enhanced at level 99. It's a primary neutral spirit. Next up is a advanced Argo Sax the Chaos. It's a support spirit. You'll fight a giant Kirby, and Dex Psych will start if you equip the spirit. Next up is a novice Arkham, a primary grab. You'll fight Knee Brawler. Now, if we go to page 2, you'll find more spirits. And this page has a lot of supports. While page 1 has a lot of primaries. I probably should have page 1 be dedicated to primaries. I should have done that. But this is page 2. Sanctus, you could fight a Robin with 2 donkey columns. It's a support with a magic attack going up. Next up is an ace Trish. You'll fight Bayonetta. It's a primary attack. Next up is another support spirit. Lady, you'll fight female corn. It's a advance with I am Storm. You equip the support spirit. Next up is a legend class. Sparta, you'll fight Ganondorf. It's a support spirit and it will grant a fire attack heal. It's like the poison healed with shoot with Doma Butterfly from Bayonetta 2. Like her spirit can poison heal, but except for poison healing, it'd be fire attack healing. Next up is Eva. You can fight Peach. And if you equip this variant, we just start off with a banana gun. Next up is JD Marston. I had no idea because Smash doesn't have a lot of. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to sound racist. Which is kind of stupid. They should add more. Black Lives Matter. JD Marston. I just chose Ken because I didn't know who else could represent him. It would just give a shot attack will go up because I don't know what else JD could do because I didn't know who could represent him and I just ran out of time and I just thought of Ken. Next up is Credo. Credo is a primary shield spirit. You can fight Crom. You can enhance at level 99. And the last spirit on page 2 is Kyrie. You'll fight Jigglypuff. It's a lightweight. It will grant lightweight. Now for the last page, which will contain 5 spirits, which is page 3. These are the 5. First one is Nico. You'll fight Zero Suit Samus. It will grant a bomb start. It's a support spirit. Next up is Neil Angelo, a grab primary spirit. You'll fight Ike, because I don't know who else. Now, I should point out that originally I was going to pick somebody else for this advanced spirit. Like, I forgot who I picked. I think I picked Gilver. Like, originally I was picking him, but then once I found out what he looked like, I thought he had green hair, but I think I confused it for a different character. So I decided to replace it with Golith, who's one of the monsters in Devil May Cry 5. You'll fight a giant Bowser, the advanced primary attack spirit. Now the last two are both support novice spirits. First one is a doppelganger. You'll fight a dark link. It's a attack with an Euro start, and that's it. And the last spirit is a novice support spirit, Cat or Katrina from DMC Devil May Cry or the Devil May Cry reboot. It's Cat. You'll fight Daisy. It'll be aura resist. Now the last thing I'm gonna mention is spirits that can be enhanced. Uh, so let me actually. Did I say this? Yeah, okay. First off is Virgil from Devil May Cry 3. Oh, my mouth feels really sore. Um, Virgil from Devil May Cry 3 could be enhanced into Virgil Devil May Cry 5, which will grant a sword attack to go up. Next up is I'm kind of talking like this because my mouth is so sore. I'm gonna stop with that. Next up is Magnus. I'm thinking he can be enhanced into Magnus True Form, which is an ace. The Virgil Devil May Cry 3 is also an ace. It will grant a giant. You'll just be a giant. Um, Last spirit is Credo. I'm thinking he can be enhanced into an ace into Angel Credo. This is what I made. I worked so hard on that. My jaw feels like it's going to rip off. Yeah. So that's pretty much it for predicting Devil May Cry content in Smash Bros. Ultimate. I'll mention me costing later. So I'm pretty much thinking Dante will come with obviously Dante. The stage could be Tim and Nigru with 36 music tracks and 25 spirits, including enhanced and fighter spirits. That's 25 spirits. He could be the character with the most spirits as DLC. Now I'm gonna go. My mouth is so sore and it feels like it's gonna fall off because I've talked too much. Um, I'm really loud. I'm gonna go. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay fresh.